Hello everyone, Zach here, Rush Peterbilt, Denver, bringing you guys a dump truck today. This is a 2020 Peterbilt 367 with a Colt 15-foot dump body on it. Now, the little bit of background on this truck kind of has some history. As you guys heard, it is a 2020, so it's been around a little while. Not only is that price right for you, but the reason it's that way is this truck was actually ordered in for another customer of ours, and there was some mistakes made on their spec that weren't met, and so they didn't take delivery of it. So one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? Nothing's wrong with the truck. It's still brand new. It's only got 300 miles on it, so nothing's wrong with the truck, but the customer just didn't accept the spec that was presented in front of him, and so we turned it into a dump truck. And as you can see, it has that big goofy bumper there on the front. It was meant to be a plow truck with a sander on the back, but since they didn't take delivery, we turned it into a dump truck for our stock inventory here, and we left that bumper up front. It does have the Fepto on it for any kind of plow applications. If you guys have any of those, it's ready to be mounted up for it. We didn't put a plow on it because you still can just chop off that front bumper and just make a regular dump truck out of it. So anyway, I'm going to do a quick walk around of this thing. Keep it pretty simple. If you guys have any questions, please leave any questions in the comments. Happy to answer them. So like I said, 2020 Peterbilt 367 dump truck here. This thing is 206-inch wheelbase with 20K fronts and 46 rears. So a little heavy on the axles, but that just means more payload for you guys. It's got 22.5 tires all the way around. It is powered by a Packard MX 13-liter engine with 450 horses and 1850 torque. It does have the standard grill there, so the hood can come forward and the grill stays put for the plow application, like I was mentioning. I'll kind of bring it in here to this bumper. You can kind of see it's definitely goofy looking without a plow on the front, but like I stated before, very easy to just chop this thing off and just put a standard Peterbilt bumper on there. So easy fix, but we left it on there for anybody out there that might need it for a plow. Kind of see the short stack there. Here's your battery box and air tanks underneath. Here's the hydraulic fluid reservoir with the shutoff there. Battery jumper ports right there as well. Steel wheels on the rear, no need for aluminums. Here's a good look at this Colt dump body. It is a 15-foot elliptical bathtub, a lot of people call them. This thing can haul 15 to 16 tons of material. Now, a lot of guys use the measurement of yards, and you know, yards is kind of confusing because a yard of material can weigh different things, whether that's dry dirt or it's wet sand or it's rocks and boulders. So you just have to do the calculation. There's calculations out there that you can convert from yardage to exact weight. So just keep that in mind when you're hauling material and stuff like that. This thing can, like I said, haul 15 to 16 tons, 80,000 gross weight in this bed. So just keep that in mind. Kind of lifted it up here for you guys to check it out, kind of get an idea of it. Has a tarp there that goes all the way to the rear. This is a gravity door. I call it a gravity door. There's probably a better term for it, but it doesn't have a high lift gate, as you can see. So when you lift this thing up, that material just going to come out of there from gravity and shove that door open. So I'll show you inside in the cab. There's actually not a release for the high lift gate. It does have a pintle hitch there on the rear, hauling all your equipment around, air and electric lines, and plug-in for your lights and electric for your trailer. So it's a good look at that. This thing has 4:10 rear gear ratios. Not ideal for hauling ass down the highway, but definitely good for creep eating and for the application of hauling material and dirt and stuff like that. So the air tank there, def tank mounted. Got the fuel tank up here in the front, 100-gallon capacity. Kind of see it there. Take you inside real quick. So compared to my other videos, this thing's going to look very standard, just because it is a work truck and not a show truck. So your standard gauge cluster up here on the dash. It does have heated power mirrors, power windows, and power locks. Standard steering wheel, no controls at all. Some of your lights, hazards. Here's your def gauge, transmission temp, front and rear axle temp. Here's the PTO, inner axle lock. So it does have an 18-speed transmission. Those low gears for getting out of places or job sites or up in the mountains. Definitely a decent application, or a decent transmission for this application. ATC and ABS disconnect or deactivation switches. Standard stereo, climate control. There's all your engine brake, cruise control settings. Here's a look at the controls for the dump bed. So obviously this controls the bed up and down. Here is the tailgate control, so that's going to lock it in place when it's closed. And then obviously your tarp there. Cup holder, ashtray, park and brake down there. It does come equipped with a CB radio. So like I said, nothing really fancy about it on the inside, but it does still have the reliability and durability of the Peterbilt name. So there's kind of a quick look on the inside of this truck. So there's a quick walk around on a 2020 Peterbilt 367 with a 15-foot elliptical dump body on it. A little bit of an abnormal piece that we have here in our inventory, but it can definitely go to use to somebody out there, especially with that bumper and stuff like that. But it's equipped to do the job. So 15 to 16 ton capacity, and this thing is ready to go to work. So like always, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or interest, please leave me a comment below. I'll answer you as quick as I can, or I'll leave my information below. Give me a call. I'm happy to help with any questions that you guys might have. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.